Hello from the National Weather Service Forecast Office in San Diego. I'm meteorologist Dan Gregoria, here to discuss a Pacific storm system that will impact Southern California late Thursday through Friday. So let's take a look here at the big picture. This is water vapor satellite imagery, and it's showing a deep trough here east of the Hawaiian Islands, and a plume of deep tropical moisture ahead of that trough. It's an atmospheric river aimed at Northern California, and as this trough moves to the northeast, that high moisture content in the atmosphere will spread down the state and be fully entrenched here across Southern California Thursday night and Friday. So let's take a look here at what this storm will bring as far as impacts. We're looking at widespread rain from the metropolitan areas to the mountains, and the rain could get heavy. Actually, we do expect heavy rain, especially in the mountains, the San Gabriels and San Bernardinos. Another risk with the system is strong and potential damaging winds, and that's from the mountain ridge tops to the desert floor. Timing from Thursday evening, and this storm will wind down here later in the day on Friday, but leaving some impacts. So let's look at some details with this storm. The first one being rainfall. How much rain can we expect? Well, across the metropolitan areas, we're looking anywhere from a half an inch to locally an inch. But the main heavy precip area with this storm system is the San Gabriels and San Bernardinos, where we are forecasting 2 to 3 inches, and we wouldn't be surprised at some of these higher peaks receiving as much as 5 inches of rain, or even possibly some more. And then in the deserts, much less, but you can see Palomar, we're forecasting about 3 inches, Big Bear 2.5, just to name a few, but those higher peaks could be locally much higher. And so we have a threat here, especially in some recent burn areas like the Blue Cut Fire and the Pilot Fire in the San Bernardino County mountains. We're looking at the potential flash flooding. We have a flash flood watch we issued there, and that's in effect from Thursday evening continuing through Friday morning. So definitely we have a high concern for potential flash flooding in those areas. And then for the metropolitan areas, the Friday morning commute definitely is going to be a tricky one with widespread rainfall on those wet roadways. How does snow look with this system? Actually, this is warm. It's going to be a warm system. Snow levels will fall through the day on Friday, but we don't anticipate significant snow for areas such as Big Bear. We're looking at an inch or less, but the highest mountain peaks of the San Gorgonios could see several inches. In fact, 6 inches or more is likely to fall there, but that we're talking about elevations above 10,000 feet. So most of the lower areas like Wrightwood, Big Bear, trace to maybe an inch, but we'll be taking a closer look at that. That's a tricky call on this forecast. You know, how strong will that cold air get in when the precip ends? That timing's critical for snowfall. So wind gust forecasts, we have a big concern. Winds are going to strengthen across Southern California Thursday night, and from the mountain ridge tops to locally on the desert floor, there could be damaging wind potential. So we have a high wind watch for the mountains and all desert locales. Looking at wind gusts, the mountain tops, wind gusts could be 75 miles per hour. And then on the desert floor, locally as mountain waves surface, we could see local gusts to 60 miles per hour. And that's the reason for that high wind watch. As far as the metropolitan areas go, winds could gust to about 30 miles per hour Thursday night and Friday. So looking at potential impacts, again, flash flooding in the San Bernardino Mountains. We have that flash flood watch in effect. Down trees and power lines will be possible with those strong, potentially damaging winds, and difficult travel, especially for high profile vehicles Thursday night and Friday. So definitely if you're going to be on the road, be alert for that, going through the passes, over the mountains, and even across the deserts, where even blowing dust may be possible. And then a wet commute here across the metropolitan area, so it's going to be a slow ride in to work on Friday morning. So that's the latest on this Pacific storm system. As always, keep updated with the latest forecasts at our webpage, weather.gov/San Diego. Visit us on Twitter at NWS San Diego. Have a great one.